Don't forget your half holts when you need it.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay home.
Hi guys! Today I am sitting down with Alfie and Rada. Rada, out! Rada, go and lie down. Go and lie down. Good boy, down. Stay. Hi guys, welcome back to a new vlog. Today I'm going to be sitting here with Alfie and we're going to be talking about my experiences with my confidence throughout owning Maisie with our show jumping. So I'll just get right into it. So we bought Maisie 4 years ago with the intention of doing like show jumping or show hunter, like dressage, just like mini eventing and stuff. So I was working out from my pony Ronnie. And so when we bought her, she was actually recovering from a broken leg. So I could only do light work with her. So I was just doing trotting and all that stuff. Jumping, I started small because I've always been a nervous jumper. So I started off jumping small with my coach, who, if I have a lesson, I still have a lesson with her now. She's amazing. So I started doing little jumps with Maisie and her, and each week we'd increase the jumps higher. Maisie is a very hot jumper. On the ad, it said that she was very forward but can be brought down. So I discussed with my coach and we thought that show hunter would be the best option because it's keeping a nice steady pace. So with our small jumps, she was very forward and I learned how to control her through that. It was very nerve-wracking even with the small jumps because I was a nervous jumper. But as I got used to it, like you got used to her canter and her canter stride and that she wasn't going to refuse or take off, I got a bit more confident. So my main worries with jumping is that the horse is going to stop because horse stops usually keep going, or I was worried I was going to get my leg hooked on something. I was just worried about the speed. I was worried about falling off and dying. I was worried about the horse injuring their legs, just like anything. It just got me nervous about it. But I kept jumping anyway because that's what I wanted to do. So I just kept pushing through that. And then slowly I got more confident and the jumps got slightly higher. So the only thing that I was feeling nervous about Maisie with my jumping was her speed because she did get very fast. But I learned just to ride through it.
Little half halt. Keep your eyes up. Good.
We started jumping about 80 centimeters. Just each lesson was building me up, getting a bit more confident. There was still that underlying nerve there, but I was eventually building up my confidence. There was a show coming up. It was Show Hunter. It was only 70 centimeters, and so I signed up for it with Maisie. I signed it up with my coach, and she gave me a lesson just the week before it, and that week I jumped the highest I'd ever jumped on Maisie. And on the round, it was 90 centimeters.
So don't forget your half holts when you need it. Good. For that. Use this corner to half halt. Up, shoulders back. There you go. Now take that canter. This is coming out corner, otherwise you need to do it.
Yeah.
Like, yes. was much better. That's way less fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see that? You got that candy back again.
Exactly. Good girl.
Good.
So that felt really big and it felt really scary and she was going really fast. And I was literally just relieved as soon as the lesson was over because I knew I was done. But I still wanted to do it, but I was just so scared. But I did it, and it made me think that when I go to the show, it won't be as scary because the jumps are like 30 centimeters lower than what I had done at home. Then the show got cancelled, so I done all that working and training towards it, and it got cancelled. I hadn't ridden Maisie for a week, and we saw this show jumping have a go day, and we were like, oh, let's go to that. The lowest it went to was 30 centimeters, which was really tiny, and I thought that would be really good because I could just work on Maisie in that show environment and just try and get her listening to me, even if I just trotted the course. So I thought that would be really good. Took her out to the show, and she was completely fine at the float and everything, and as soon as I tried to warm her up, she got very excited and she was doing little rocking horse things and she was just raring to go. And at that point I was like, I don't want to do this. I am terrified she's going to go crazy. And they're like, I know she's going to go crazy. I can't control her. I don't know what to do. I kept going in circles because she just wasn't listening. So I just sat there waiting for my turn. I was so scared. My feet was fitting my boots. My hands were slippery on the reins on my gloves. I felt my heart beating. I was like, can't they just cancel this? I don't want to do it. I was so scared. And then they rang the bell and I went in. And as soon as we started going in, they just started going like this, trying to trotting sideways, and I was like, oh no, here we go. And so I started trotting her through, and first jump she did fine. So Maisie got 3 refusals in the first 30 centimeter round, while she was only trotting, but it felt like she was going crazy. So I got disqualified from the 30 centimeter round, and I went out. I was like, it's fine, there's another one, it'll be fine. And I didn't change anything. I don't know why I thought it would be better. I went into the next round. I thought maybe she'd be calm. It's been like an hour. It's a hot day. Maybe she's a bit tired. And so I started off really well. We went over the first jump, went over a little double. I was like, this is going good. She started picking up a canter. I was like, this is good. I started steering her towards a jump. She starts going like this. And I missed the jump. So I trotted her around, went round. She missed it again. And this time the judge came over and started helping me to get to the jump. And so I went round to the jump. Maisie stopped and I fell straight off. We have a little video of that, except the horse blocks the view, but you can kind of see me falling off.
Okay.
And then I tried again. Maisie dumped me off one more time, and then the judge thought she'd put it just to like the tiniest jump ever, like moved it down, like you can do this now, just even walk her over it. I tried one more time and Maisie dumped me again. This point I started crying because I was just so over it. Maisie took off out of the arena. Someone had to go and get her for me. And yeah, so that was my really bad show jumping experience of a 30 centimeter round. So if you are nervous with whatever jumping or just walking your horse or trotting or cantering, it's really important to not worry what other people are thinking, because everyone has their different riding capabilities, no matter how old they are, how big they are, what type of horse they are. They all have different things. Some people may not be scared at all. Some people might be scared of just little things. Some people might be scared of everything. And I was in this 30 centimeter show jumping round with 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds on their tiny little ponies. And I was in there, I was 18 years old on a big 17-hand thoroughbred. And I literally didn't care what other people thought, because I don't know, I feel like especially with horse riding, you're all at different stages and it doesn't matter what people think of your riding, it's just of what your personal goals are and just working through your own confidence, and it doesn't help if you're worried about what other people are thinking. And if they do say something rude to you, it says a lot more about them than it does about you, so just remember that as well. So after that, I wasn't that I wanted to stop jumping, but I was very scared and I was thinking of maybe getting my coach to jump Maisie and just watching her jump her and all that kind of stuff, or just going right back to 30 centimeters even at home and working my way up. I wasn't too sure. I was kind of worried about having to go put the jumps down again with my coach because I thought we had already gone down from that. So I thought maybe she might think it's not very good that I'm going all the way back down again, but now I know she wouldn't have thought that. So that's what I was kind of thinking, maybe have to go even more down the basics to work with my confidence. But what ended up happening is Maisie got a really bad hoof injury. She got a big chunk all the way through to the hoof wall and was on stable rest for 3 months. It was really bad. You could literally see the bone, so it was very gnarly. We had to bandage it all the time, and so yeah, she was off work for 3 months, and so I was only riding Ronnie then just a little bit, so I just stopped. No jumping, no nothing for 3 months. So after not jumping her for 3 months, we then moved properties. It was a lot further away from where I had my lesson, so it was a lot harder to have lessons. And we ended up getting some jumps for her. I was still really nervous. I was cantering into the jumps, but very small. It got up to the stage where I was considering selling Maisie because I didn't feel she was getting the best out of, I was getting the best out of her, as she was so capable of doing big jumping courses, and that's what I bought her with the intention of doing. And I was just taking her over one jump and being scared about jumping 40 centimeters, and I felt like there was no way to come back for it. And then we talked through it and decided that it doesn't matter if Maisie doesn't jump because Maisie loves hacking out and she's happy with all her doggy siblings, with all her horsey siblings. Was it that boring? I decided that I do want to have a little jumping lesson with Maisie, just because it'll be nice to get her doing something different, and it'll just be interesting to see how she is after her tendon injury and everything, because she also got another injury between the hoof and the 2 years since I properly stopped jumping. She sprained a tendon, so it'll be good to get her back into jumping, just make sure that's okay. So what I want you guys to take away from this video is that it's always okay to be nervous, no matter what it is you're nervous about. With your horse, everyone has their own goals and their own achievements, and what they're working towards and different things that they're scared of. So try not to feel pressured with those around you when you are scared of things, because everyone has their own battles, and it's just good that you're working through them, and they will most likely support you. If you open up and say, oh, I'm nervous about this, then they'll probably understand and help you through it instead of pretending you're not scared and just doing it anyway. And I will definitely have a jumping lesson with Maisie, so if you guys haven't done already, click that notifications bell because you don't want to miss my first lesson back on Maisie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't done already, please like and subscribe because it really helps us out, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!